Hello, and welcome to this video guide to how to economy in Immortal Empires. I'll talk a little bit more about exactly what prompted this in the goals, but first I wanted to show the quick settings. You can see that we're going to be playing on very hard, and every other setting is just the default. Except that, I guess, but whatever, we can ignore the advisor. Oh, I should turn off battle realism, right, because it's not legendary. Okay. So everything should now be the default. I don't remember if this was... I guess it's unlimited now. I remember it being 60. The point is, I haven't intentionally changed anything here, and none of that should matter. Over here, again, we're going to be playing as Kroq-gar. I played some Lizardmen in Warhammer 2. They weren't my favorite faction. They were fine. I've not really played them in Immortal Empire, so this is going to be a learning opportunity for both of us. But you can see that we get minus cheaper upkeep, and we basically get bonus for Saurus Scar Veterans and Saurus Old Bloods, and we gain more experience with Saurus Warriors. It used to give minus 50% upkeep to Saurus, but that's not the case, so we might not need pure Saurus here. So anyway, without further ado, let's get the loading started. So, the idea for this video series started with a comment I got. I've been playing a bit of Dark Elves lately, and I actually created 2 mods for them, which are the first mods I've ever created, or technically even used at that point for the game, because I don't think they're in a great state. And I made a post about that, which is linked in the description below, but one of the comments on it was, I just want to know how it's possible to have 50k income per turn, let alone 380k. Every campaign I'm running around with 1 or 2 armies wishing I could have more lords and heroes to build up. I typically play on very hard, and even though I win the campaign, I just don't see how people are fielding multiple Doomstack type armies. So the goal here is to basically demonstrate how to do that, and that is our goal, which is we're going to try to build up to making 50k per turn. Now, that means if we're spending 40k on armies and 50k and we're making 10k, that's a total of 50k, right? Because 40k plus 10 is 50. So the goal is not to get 50k above what we're spending. The goal is to be able to afford a bunch of expensive armies. Now, Lizardmen are okay at this. I don't recall them being a particularly rich faction, but they do make a lot of money post-battle, or they did in Warhammer 2. Warhammer 3, we'll see. High Elves, Bretonnians, Empire, Dark Elves, even Skaven might make more money. I don't know, we'll see. So, again, this is going to be a learning opportunity for all of us. So let's start off over here and take a look at our buildings. Okay. So obviously we have a special golden tower for the gods here. Obviously we're going to build that first. You got that 600 gold right there. Control 5 research rate, that is an amazing thing. Okay, we're going to build that. That's a landmark, though. We can't get that in every settlement. So then the next goal is you generally want to be balancing 3 needs when playing as empire building factions. And empire building factions are like Lizardmen, Skaven, High Elves, Dark Elves, Empire, Bretonnia, Thaye, Kislev, and so on. It does not include things like Ogres, Norska to some as much, like champions of chaos, the warriors of chaos, or a lot of the demon factions. Like Khorne doesn't really care. He's not going to be mostly, relying on a strong empire. So you want to balance your recruitment needs to get whatever units you need, where you need them. You want to balance your hero capacity, because several factions have very strong heroes. As Lizardmen, for example, we're going to be trying to get Skink Chiefs very early, because Skink Chiefs provide replenished troops, which allows our armies to heal a lot faster, which is key for aggressive play. That or having to manual battle a lot of stuff to try to avoid taking many losses. And then the third one is raw money. So our basic military, you can see we can start off with Skink Cohort Javelins and Skink Cohorts. Of these, I tend to prefer the Javelins just because they cost a little bit more, but they have 3 javelins, which I think goes up to 4 or 5 with some tax that lets them get some nice salvos off. There are 160 of them, so even though they don't do that much each, when you throw 160 of them, it does a lot. And they're very cheap. We're going to want a chunk of these buildings, though, just for the sake that we want Skink Chiefs, which require the level 3 version to get more capacity. We'll also want Saurus Scar Veterans. They're just very powerful heroes, especially when you put them on the feral Carnosaurs, which are not feral when ridden by the Saurus Scar Veterans. And we'll probably be wanting like some Saurus Warrior shields and stuff too along the way. This next military chain, Pterodon hatcheries, if you want to make them part of your core army idea, I mean, go for it. They are kind of expensive even to get. Like, the quadrals I know are good. I just don't know if we're going to wind up dedicating buildings to them, because that's a tier 4 slot. The Cold One riders and Spear riders, I seem to recall at least one of those actually being pretty good now, but oh, it's the Horned ones that are good. That's what Horned ones were considered pretty good. Whether we build those or not, I'm not sure yet. We'll see how things go. Then we have our advanced military, and this is where we get more interesting, because these mostly provide capacity. Oh, +2 recruit rank faction-wide on Saurus veterans and Saurus Old Bloods faction-wide. Is that new? Or has that always been there? I don't remember that before. Okay. The advanced militaries generally offer some special stuff. For example, the Crimson Pyramid of Sotek. We get Feral we get Dread Saurian and Feral Dread Saurian capacity. But more importantly, we get 6% post-battle loot faction-wide. So you have 20 provinces with this. That's another 120%, you over double the battle loot, which just keeps kind of scaling up. We have Ziggurat of the Old Ones, gives us Skink Oracles, Skink Priests, and income from local buildings. That's all good. And then the Pyramid of Itzel, which unlocks our main dinosaurs, which are good. I actually haven't used the Troglodon. I think it's supposed to be good. I'm mainly used to using, I think I used the Stegodon there, and sometimes I was feeling crazy the Ancient Stegodon, or the Artillery Stegodon I remember being very good and pretty cost efficient, relatively speaking. This one gives some exotic animals, but not really an economic benefit. You have your walls, you have scrying pools, which unlocks technology. That's, I think, our way of getting research rate as well. We have reclaimed tunnels, which is plus control minus corruption. Then we get to the infrastructure stuff, and this is where you kind of have to really look at each race, because it's not just about generic walls or how to recruit troops, it's how does their economy function. So first of all, we have the Skink Foraging Camp, which gives us growth and replenishment, so to grow settlements, that might be helpful to get some of those. Then we have the industry buildings. This is usually key to your economy. So we see we get 200, 300, and 400 gold. So pretty much, we're going to want this labor district in every single region we have, every single city, major or minor. That means we should be getting a minimum of 200 gold from this, plus 400 gold for this means we should be getting at least 600 gold per settlement, absolute minimum. Then we have public order, 4, 6, and 10. Then we have Stone Marker, which gives income from buildings, and then more income from buildings and local recruitment capacity. So, generally speaking, already looking at this, I'm thinking for most multi-region provinces, we're going to want like the Labor District, and we're going to want the Lodestone, because that's 8% more income from all buildings, and which is like what, so 600... 1% of that is 6, so times 8 is 48. So this is an extra 48 gold per settlement, and the emphasis per settlement. So if that's 48 gold for one, if we have, 4 settlements in the region, that's effectively another 200 gold right there. No, it's 8. No, yeah, 8%. Yes, that's right. So that'll help improve our economy. Now, in some cases, we'll have something better to build, but we'll have to see. So basically, our goal is make sure we improve to level 3. Make sure we have the Kroq-gar labor districts, and then build up things like the Shrine of the Old Ones and the Lodestones. And major settlements will have some different stuff. We'll go there. I realize we've been talking a bit there, so let's get into some action. But that's kind of the overview of what we're going to. We got Kroq-gar, we got some Saurus Spears, some Blessed Saurus Warrior Shields. Nice! Some Skink Cohorts, Cold One Spear Riders, and a Feral Stegodon. And we start with the Skink Priest Heavens. That's actually very nice, because magic is going to be one of the harder things for us to get. We'd have to have the Shrine of the Old Ones level 3 here. Yeah, okay. So, now we do have a capital here, and that worries me, because capitals can be kind of rough. Let's speed the camera up a little bit. I generally find I don't care where heroes are going. I am very rarely ever trying to chase after them. I do often find useful to know where armies are going, because of which if they go left or right, that's important to know. I feel like we're supposed to be able to capture both of these settlements turn 1. This may be a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. Auto-resolve. Okay, we took a chunk of casualties there, especially with our Blessed Warriors, Saurus Warriors shields, okay. So we are going to, instead of getting the 330 gold, with the experience, we're going to want to replenish here, because that'll bring back a number of warriors. And if we're going to go for early Saurus and Skinks, I'm probably going to try to focus a bit on like the Proud Warrior and Skirmisher stuff. Though I could give him this right off the bat. That's pretty good. 15% physical resistance, and he gets another 20% physical. That'll make him very tanky, and will lower his vigor. If you're not aware, being exhausted in battle is a lot of penalties. We're going to make our way to Thunderbolt as quickly as we can. Wind Blast is okay. I think Thunderbolt's generally better. It actually kills units right away, though adding in Wind Blast for lightly armored units isn't terrible. So now, we're probably going to be told we can't win this, I'm assuming. Valiant defeat. We're going to ignore that, and we're going to fight this anyway. This is a battle we really want to be able to win, because if we don't win here, we're going to have to retreat back and try to recruit and heal, which may give the enemy time to bring in reinforcements. And we don't want them to bring in like another army, and then we have to wait even longer to take this out. So this will be a battle we're going to have to fight. We're going to have to win. Charge. I'm actually not too worried. Saurus and Kroq-gar and the Stegodon can trample through these clan rats pretty effortlessly. The only downside is we don't have a nuke with our wizard. I mean, this is honestly... Is there a better option? What's the closest we can get? I'm kind of liking this right here. So we'll be able to buff the harmonic convergence to help our units during the fighting, but that's really all they'll be able to get. You see that because this is early game, the fort towers, even the major settlements, they're at one of the weakest versions, 70 missile damage, 30 armor piercing. We'll bring our Skinks to throw some javelin volleys. Got our Cold One Spear Riders and our Stegodon. Okay. And we're probably going to want to turn off guard mode on these. We might want, and you know, if the javelins targets run away, and I'll keep guard mode on for them. Generally, you want guard mode on for ranged units so they don't chase after enemy units that start to run away. But you often want it on for melee units so that they don't just stand there doing nothing. So I don't foresee this being a huge problem, so let's go. Charge. Cold One Spear Riders. So they have 41 attack versus large, and they actually are doing quite a bit of damage per swing, honestly. Like 44. So they're not super accurate, but when they hit hard. Man, look at these Blessed Saurus. We're 38 attack and 40 defense already. Let's have these Saurus spears take out these clan rats. They'll crush them. 25 and 38 versus... Yeah, we have a big advantage as well as doing like twice the damage and having some more. The gate's nearly destroyed. We basically just charge in. I mean, there's not really a crazy strategy here. The trickiest thing is going to be getting our Skinks able to get off some volleys. Gate is almost down. So the Skinks to deal with that in melee. Enemy's gate are destroyed. And let's boost our spear riders because they're here. And we want to bring in... I see they all died over there. It's fine. And it's just going to be a melee grind here, basically. Probably should have... I'm going to tell these skinks to scale up the wall so they can fire down into the mob below. Only one tower. Got our Saurus coming in here. Alright, our 51 attack, 50 attack, 50 defense roughly with this. So the towers are mostly eliminated, the external towers. There's still these internal towers. That's unfortunate, but what you gonna do? Alright, so then we're gonna have you chill over there. Put you here. See, it's already going in our favor, bit by bit. We're losing a chunk of our spear riders. We're going to need to pull them back eventually. Right, let's do that now. They're probably exhausted. They're tired. Yeah, let's pull them back. Let's see if we pull back our Stegodon a little bit as well. Kroq-gar is, he's up to, yeah, he's at 35% physical resistance right now. 55 kills. Like I said, this is the kind of fight I hate, where it's just a huge melee grind. Alright, yeah, 72 and 64. Not bad. Oh, they tried to send the clan rats up there. Okay. They're still climbing up because there's so many of them over here. Alright, let's try to do... Can't really flank too either. Just having to push through. That thing can rampage, honestly. Just let it. It's fine. We're very much losing up here, however. You can see again the bar, it looks like it's still going more in our favor, just slowly. Man, these guys take forever to climb up. They're probably not firing at all here. I didn't say charge in, I said to fire. Oh, well. Maybe they'll be able to do so in a moment. Maybe now you can start throwing some javelins or something. Okay. Hold fast, little skinks. The Saurus are the main things here. I'm cleaning everything up. We're getting some nice throws from the rear there. Picking some off here. Skinks are expendable and re-recruitable. We don't care if they really get hurt. Let's try to get the skink priest out of here, though. They're broken. Probably not too far away from being army lost right now. Send our spear riders after these. Yeah. Alright, spear riders. Spears, I thought I told you to attack over here. I definitely not as much of a fan of melee heavy armies. Skinks get over here.
Hola, skinks.
I don't know why they're not just rushing in, but I guess that's how the Sar spears are doing it, so that's fine. There we go, and get some nice javelin tosses in finally. Obviously this is going to be ugly, so be it. Maybe attacking from like different angles would have been a better idea. I don't know. Okay, so the towers firing away have damaged our spear riders a lot. Skinks, what are you doing? Why are you climbing up there? You could have... Now that's one of the most frustrating parts when that happens. Let's go capture this over here just to stop them from... Feel free to have army losses inflicted anytime you want to. We're almost there. Let's capture this, which should eliminate 2 towers. Well, how much more do you need for army loss? Like, you have, like, nothing left here. Just need to break them a little bit more. Problem with the Skaven are faster than we can chase them, so they run away and regroup. Little rats.
Kroq-gar mundi.
they have like fresh units back there or something? I feel like they don't, but I can't be sure. There we go. Okay, finally. Ugly, but most of our force is in decent condition. Called Pyrrhic Victory, sure. There's probably things I could have done better there. I'm used to having magic or better ranged units to push through choke points like that. But we'll just be recruiting and healing for like a turn or two or something. That's fine. That's fine. If I had Thunderbolt or Wind Blast there, that would have been effortless to push through. That's probably my mistake. But you see, most of our troops are at half health. The Priest is a bit more wounded, as is the Staged, and the cold ones are the ones that get hurt the worst. We'll take 10% healing. This is going to chill here for a few moments anyway. That unlocks the Tablet of Spawning. Alright, so now we have a chance to look at what does a major settlement get. Weapon Crafter's Commune, which is local recruitment capacity and rank +1, and allows you to recruit some more advanced units. And we get the Star Chamber, recruit rank for Slann, and Hero recruit rank, and a little bit of income. But actually, and then we get this is different. Improves the geometric web and gives us more income from buildings. And then obviously the walls are better, but they're fundamentally the same still walls. Okay. So, what are our commandments? Alignment of Crafting. Growth +20 income from all buildings. It obviously gets better. Eventually it's plus 25% income from all buildings. Okay. This gives us research rate and construction time to buildings. -1. That's not really a huge concern right now, nor is research rate. Alignment of Order gives control and semantic corruption, and Alignment of War gives us global recruitment capacity, starting at rank 4, and leadership. The Alignment of War eventually allows the Lizardmen to have like 20+ global recruitment capacity, which means you can just assemble armies like instantly anywhere, which is nice, but definitely got to level up first. So this, on the minor settlements, increases local recruitment capacity, but only the Weapon Crafter's Commune does here, and that's just still local. There's no global building. Okay. You know what? I'm thinking that for now, maybe we keep this foraging camp for right now, because we're going to need to heal for a few turns anyway. We probably just want growth, and income is fine. We're going to get 5 control from that, and Lizardmen buildings, I think, give 1 control each as they're created. Or they give some, I guess. I guess it's not quite 1 each. It's 1 each for the minor settlement, so control shouldn't be a big issue, but we'll take a look. And even if we get to low control, it's like, okay, plus 15% recruitment cost and -20 growth, that's it. That's not really a huge penalty, so whatever. Alright, so let's go for Inspiring Presence, because I think the red line tends to be very helpful. Then let's actually start to get... I said Thunderbolt before, I still am a fan of that. We can get that and Wind Blast. Research. We have Tablet of the Saurus and Sequence of Weapon Crafting already? Okay. But, okay, we don't have Tablet of Spawning because the building is damaged, so we have to repair that, I think. Or maybe we have to build it. We'll see. It might be that we have to actually build it. We can't capture it or something. There's some oddities there. But let's go for the Sequence of Massed Combat. I didn't realize we started with these two. Interesting for Kroq-gar. Okay. And with Kroq-gar, we're going to recruit some Saurus here. And I guess that's all we can... I guess we can... No, we're going to want to save money because we're going to want to recruit more Saurus. I tend to like just the Warriors because they're effective against everything. And Skaven don't have as many large things. We do have 2 spears already and the Spear Rider, so... We're just going to spend a turn or 2 recruiting and healing in the meantime. Diplomacy, what can we do here? Probably should have done this before getting our army beat up, but hey.
Very well.
Teclis would like to be friends, so that's good.
If I must.
Start with the non-aggression
Yes.
there.
Highborn.
That's probably all we can really do. We are at war with, and so we are at war with Clan Mordkin. I believe that then goes north from here, but I am not 100% sure on that. It would be nice if the game was a bit clearer on that. I think it's north, though. And south is where Teclis usually goes after securing down there. He grabs it. But we're going to want to secure this reasonably quickly. We may have to worry about Kairos declaring war, but we want our focus to be able to be on the north and west, ideally. Okay, I think that's all we can really do in turn 1. So let's cycle through. We're probably going to have to take a turn or two to heal, because taking that city was rough. But we did take it. That's the important thing. And, right, I have this sped up for multiplayer, but we don't need to fast forward to that. It's helpful to see where things move. Okay. And you can see we have a decent chunk of money. We're not going to be able to actually do anything here. We're going to get a bunch more money next turn. So let's keep recruiting. And yeah, we'll probably do like one more turn of recruiting after this, giving us up to about 15 units. Then we're going to push forward after that point, I think is what we'll do. I feel like it's going to be the Cursed Jungle in part because that's going to be more natural to look up than down and to the left if you're looking from the way the camera works. I'm not 100% sure. Golden Towers of the God. Oh, nice. Okay, ranked up in a province with low control. So ironically, we want low control to get this, so that's more replenishment. You can see that we can't quite reach the Cursed Jungle next turn, so we're going to move out and encamp. And we'll recruit here. That way we can hit the Cursed Jungle next turn. And I think we're going to focus on some Saurus at the start here. They're very good. And so therefore I think we want to grab the Proud Warrior, which gives us 6 attack and 6 armor, which is a nice little boost there. Okay. Well, eventually it starts off less, obviously. 69 strength on those Blessed Saurus Warriors. It's pretty good. Very solid early game infantry for sure. And yes, we have -8 right there, but -4, but that's also because of the -8 provincial instability, so that'll fade out. That won't be a problem. And then next turn we can actually start upgrading our regional province right there. And once we're able to upgrade that to level 3, we'll probably demolish the farm. That way we can put in, like, we want to be able to get a skink chief kind of early, but we still need to grow enough to be able to do that, which is why I think keeping that farm there is helpful. And, oh, we do have the Tablet of Spawning. Okay, we did actually get that, so once we finish our current one, we can focus on that. So now let's head north, shall we? Lo and behold, it is in fact the people we expected. Decisive victory, no problem. I think we got something there, but I didn't really look closely. Dragon Helm, okay. Right of Ferocity is available. Yeah, we should have looked at the right. So, okay. 2,000 gold, +2 recruit rank, and 25% income from battle loot. Rite of Awakening. Salon Mage Priest will become available for recruitment, though with Last Defenders it feels like we're kind of encouraged. Oh, that's why the Saurus buildings grant additional benefits. So I was like, man, I did not remember this global recruit rank for them. It's because of him. Okay, it's because of it's the Last Defenders. So normally I would be leading the armies with Mage Priests. Maybe we'll try more with the Salon Mage Priest. Maybe we'll do more Saurus Old Bloods this time and see how it goes. I mean, it's nice to experiment around a bit, I suppose. We do have a decent chunk of money there. Obviously, we can't recruit Saurus local anymore, and that's fine. So we're just going to keep getting some skink cohorts with javelins I find helpful. They're cheap. Skink skirmishers. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to look into those at one point, but I think the skink cohort is fine to support our Saurus. Okay, now we have more armor and more attack. Our Saurus warriors are looking pretty beefy. We have, but this building right now, we are not recruiting red-crested skinks or skink skirmishers. We want eventually to be able to get a skink chief, but this is not going to be level 2 for a bit. And we don't get +1 capacity up here, so we want to demolish this. We want to be getting like the resource building or the industry building, or both ASAP here. We're not using it for recruitment buildings, and we're not doing anything else with that. So, yeah. So we'll start upgrading that. Takes 2 turns to build that. We'll let this go for a few turns, then we're going to plan to delete that pretty soon, though. I think since, yeah, so we can get this to unlock a skink chief early, and we can get this to get like another 300 gold pretty early. But we're okay on gold, and getting a little bit of growth is probably helpful. So let's just do that for right now. And our goal is just to eliminate these damn Skaven up here. Purge them in the name of the old ones. Oh man, we can get 3 Blessed Warriors Saurus shields. That'll be really helpful. All we have to do is kill 500 enemies in battles. That's like 1 battle. Temple of Skulls is the probably kind of like the goal here. I feel like we can probably just go for that. That would give them less time, because if we come to Serpent Coast and they're building an army at Temple of Skulls, then it's going to be a tougher army there. We will have a little bit more troops. If we go straight for Temple of Skulls, we can shave off some turns of build-up. With these Saurus, and with our newly acquired, lightning bolts, I have no fear that we can push through that. Over here, so medicinal plants, generally resource buildings produce about 10 gold each. So that's probably about 200 gold, which is about the same as that. We're going to find out slightly over here to see. I don't remember. Some of the resources I think worth a little more or less, but it also will make it cheaper to keep getting a few more skink units. So we'll do a little science there. And again, no one else really is interested in anything right now. The Bowmen of Orion. Let's grab a non-aggression pact. We don't need them as enemies right now. Alright. And there's certainly something to be said for saving blessed spawnings later on for like emergencies, but early on in the game I feel like you're not going to be able to afford a second army right now, and having those blessed warriors is a huge boost early game, so I say we're going to grab them. Like, we literally should be able to fight this battle, win it, and then we can get the 3 blessed units, which will be very nice. So your money's doing fine, or... Alright, so let him do his cunning scheming down there. And here you see it says it's going to be a valiant defeat. Expected that they're going to have an army up here. This is where we just got to grit our teeth and push through anyway. So we have 50 winds of magic. It would be nice if it was higher, but we have a lot more Saurus. And those Saurus are beefed up a bit. So let's go, shall we? The game generally always overrates walled settlements in terms of how hard they are to crack. As you saw last time, I didn't do anything particularly special. I just basically marched the units in, and we were still able to win pretty easily. Okay, I mean, it hurt a bit, but we were never in any danger of losing. I didn't have to suddenly whip a grand strategy out of thin air. Yeah, I like that, because that's also crap that, why can't I speak? to own, to control, whatever. To claim, I don't know, the minor supply location there quickly. Alright, Saurus. Time to go bully some rats. Of course, these guys are doing okay too. See, these walls are a little bit better, but not by too much. You can see we already have an advantage. That's not even counting the bolts of lightning we're going to drop on their heads. And this is we don't even have the best version of Thunderbolt, which will make it a little bit cheaper as well and a faster cooldown. We'll still can probably get several hundred kills here. We will have, what, like 10 lightning bolts we can cast? Each one should be able to get at least like 10 to probably 20 plus kills, given how tightly packed everything will be. We'll see. Oh no, it's a menace below. What are our brave Saurus warriors to do? I kind of want to send these over here. Let's see if they can go break through the wall over there and do a little flanking maneuver. Enemy's gates are destroyed. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's split our forces up here just for the hell of it. And we're just going to tell the Saurus to, you know, go for it. Bok, exactly. See, that seems decent right there, right? That's how many kills we get. 63 kills, okay, so he should end up with like 630 kills or something large like that. I'm gonna split off a few of these here. So you go there, you go there. And comes another 63 rats. I should probably honestly be trying to help the Saurus force through over there, but they'll win eventually. Man, they do not want to give up. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna bring these back. Okay, let's bring you back here. Let's get some lightning dropping over here. Okay, pull the wizard back with the Saurus need to carry this right here. That's why they're here. Let's see if we can bring the dino over here. I'm gonna change my mind again. I'm gonna go back over there. Saurus warriors will force their way through here and beat up the warlord. I think we need to get more of a Saurus into these gates. It's going to be very helpful. 500 kills so far there. Oh, Stegodon's actually losing. That's okay, whatever. I actually don't value him very much compared to some of the other things. I think I'm too used to ranged heavy factions where you can just put like archers or dark shards or crossbowmen or whatever back there and just shoot over the walls. Their lord, okay, is breaking. Saurus are slowly pushing through. See, the Stegodon is wounded, but the Saurus are all doing extremely well. The Saurus are our primary killing force here. Oh no, why? Stop wasting your shots there. You're not hitting jack shit. Come on. Got enough for 2 more lightning bolts. Gates are destroyed down here. Let's pull the skinks in. Now we beat our original 630 kill prediction. We've done 55,000 with that fellow alone. Okay, yeah, so we're nearly through the gates here. Stegodon, you got 144 kills. You can sit out. You did good, son. You did good. I hate how they won't just go over there, I guess, whatever. Very annoying. Extremely annoying. What I really want is just an attack move command, honestly, for Warhammer 3, where I can say, go to the spot, attack anything on the way. Besides that, I don't care. Just keep moving and keep attacking. I'm trying to find another good spot for lightning. I only have 1 left, so I'm trying to use it wisely. Let's push in here at least. Send these guys running. If the skinks get wiped out, it's really not even that big of a deal. The Lord is coming back. Anyway, we'll dispatch Saur's squad over there, and the other Saur squad comes this way. Something like this looks almost good for our last lightning bolt. We want to gather a little bit more up. The Lord's running again. There goes the towers. Something like that looks pretty good. Alright. 734 kills. That actually wasn't very good, was it? Well, maybe they weren't as grouped as I thought. Oh well. Still, we got 59,000 damage out of the Skink Priest there, which I suppose is okay, you know. I want to just be able to say go in that direction and attack instead of have to micro their movements a lot. Definitely a little annoying. All Skaven slingers, most of them are. Just keep going, just keep going. See if we can get a volley off here, or no, there's clan rep spears are gonna bother us very rudely. Well, their lord is shattered. He'll flee eventually. This is pretty much all broken over here. And we just gotta break the other side. Alright, now the cold ones can finally go to some work over here. Let's go and bring Mr. Dino back in to mess up like those clan rats there. Get a few rear charges here, can't we? We got a charge in, let's back out. We'll redo the charge. They're like pretty much all crushed over here. The fact that it's so easy to accident, like I click here and it selects one random unit from that, and they're like, hey, let's go different ways. It's like, no, please don't. I don't know where you're trying to go, but it's not helping, so just let them break. We'll go run back after them. Let's break these Skaven slaves here. Pull the Cold One Riders out for a moment. Why are you all gathered over there? Just run at them, really, it's not that hard. Those guys are shattered, so we don't need to keep attacking them. do want to go after those Night Runners, though. Let's see what we can do there. Alright, we've driven the rats out over there. Most things are shattered at this point. And let's come over for there. Look at these little rats over here. I want them to come back. You got these Night Runners times 2 is probably most of the rest of their power. Oh, there's more Night Runners over here. Okay, so those 2 as well. They don't have much left, though. It's just a matter of chasing them down. And then the barricades, of course, like... Okay, let's get the Stegodon out of there. Victory's in our grasp. Huzzah. Lord Fled recently caused a number of other ones to shatter. I was trying to break down this barricade, but it doesn't seem to want to be broken. Yeah, throw some spears, please. I don't know how those other, like, 4 javelins got there. Just throw the javelins, please. More javelins. There we go, army loses. Okay. You can call it a Pyrrhic victory, but... Stegodon's beat up, and the priest, I guess, is beat up. But beyond that, everyone else is generally fine. Saurus, in particular, is still in pretty good shape. So we got a bunch of nice post-battle loot from this. $2,000 gold for that. We could use the healing, and if we get a rebellion, honestly, it's not a bad thing. What? Won 4 or more battles. Well, there's another 3% replenishment rate. Nice. And we got the Blessed Saurus Spears. We could spawn those right now. We're not going to. We're going to wait till next turn because they're available instantly. Over here, repair that. Repair that. That'll give us more money. Over here. We're not actually recruiting any Saurus over here. Wait, that unlocks recruitment of the Skarbrand. We should have done this a long time ago. Man, this is a noob mistake of me. Humble is not bad. Aggressive, strong, I think, is the best. We should have had this guy a long time ago. This guy should have been helping through the whole time. Okay. Because then once we stop recruiting Saurus, there's no reason for us to keep this. We demolish it until we need it again. Which won't be for a bit. I guess this does give +1 capacity at rank 3, which I thought it was used to be only rank 4. Maybe that's not too bad. We can leave it. So over here... So what are we going to want here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots eventually, right? We're going to want this, that's 1, this is 2. Ideally, this is 3. That does actually give us some flexibility. We could have like 4, 5. The Golden Tower is the main question. I think we're going to want the Lodestone. So if we have the Lodestone and the money and that means we can't actually keep an underground lagoon here anyway, so... We're not going to worry about that. We recruited the warriors we need. We should have demolished it a bit ago, and we should have had that Scar veteran this whole time. So, get some more proud warrior bonuses, and I don't know. We can always grab something later. Right now, we do have a decent... We're not really using skinks so much right now, are we? Normally, if we were using skinks, I'd grab the skirmisher bonuses. It's not bad. 6 defense, 12% weapon strength, and 8% missile strength. But until we actually get more of those, maybe we can grab... I guess maybe go for just like the predatory fighter stuff. Let's just get him some personal bonuses. And we get the better version of... Yeah, it's only 4 magic instead of 2, so we could have cast 15 instead. That would have really tilted the scales. Pun intended, because we're the lizard men. So now next turn, we'll be able to start building more stuff here. So we're already getting like 55 growth, aren't we? So then once we get the growth here, it'll be a few more turns. You know, I'm gonna keep it. I'd really like to be able to get that skink. I guess this gives us the skink chief, right? Doesn't it as well? We don't actually need more. So you know what? Yeah, we're good. We can dismantle that. Just in case this matters, I'm gonna do this for a turn because I don't want to find out then that destroying this erased that. I think all you have to do is build it and then you're fine, but I'm not sure. In Kroq-gar, we're not recruiting because we're going to grab these 3 Blessed Saurus Warriors. And we'll drop a skink for the Sar veteran when he shows up. Also, I'm not even really a huge fan of the Feral Stegodon, but we can keep it for now, and when it dies, it dies. Okay, we're doing fine on income. Honestly, we could get a second army here. And start filling it. Oh, we can get a strong Saurus Old Blood. Nice. Okay. And let's just, for now, we're just going to give him skink cohort javelins. You can see a 4% increase. He can act as a support lord, bringing in some extra, well, support. Kind of exactly what it says. Versus Skaven, this can be dangerous because of the ability to ambush you if you're not careful, but since we've wiped out most of these Skaven already, it's not as big of a deal. Attack rather than defend, or not let us be reckless. I think if anything, we've seen that we kind of want to be able to just punch our way through the foes. I think let us not be reckless may actually be better in terms of auto-resolve, but man, -7 attack would make some of these battles just take really long. So we're going to go for this +7 attack, exchange for -7 defense, even though that's probably technically worse.
The weakening of the vortex has wrought devastation across the magics of the world, mighty lord. The lost wisdom of the old ones must be sought, if it is ever to be restored.
So in order to get the Revered Spear of Talankstla, which is something we really actually want, capture is the word I was looking for earlier. Capture. +3 control all provinces, 7 melee attack, magical attacks, weapon strength, bonus versus large. That's really good, but it is versus some pretty powerful Dark Elves, so we are not going to fight those until we have a little bit better of an army. Okay, so now over here. Do they have a stance to give? They do have channeling. Okay, that's actually probably what we want then. I think we can just come over here and channel. And then we're not going to even give... We have no reason to fight the Lamia right now, right? I mean, we can go and focus down clearing this with Teclis first. Greenskins and stuff. Okay. So, we don't need to recruit those Sauruses yet. Let's be moving. In theory, he might come out and attack us, so I'd kind of rather not have that happen. So I guess if I just come out like over here, He won't be able to pass through us to attack, so that should be fine. And we can channel. Let's check how we're doing on buildings. Alright, so I want the Skink Chiefs fast. So I'm going to do that. Once we get up to level 3, we can get a second Skink Chief. We may also... Okay, Rite of Awakening, we have 20 units, so we can just use this. Okay, sure. Life is probably the most helpful. Whatever that was, we're not too concerned. Rolling Skies just is not something that looks like it's really going to help. Curse of the Midnight Wind isn't bad, but our Saurus Warriors right now are generally much better, which means we just let them win. Wind Blast here might be helpful given Skaven we're going against, but I think Thunderbolt's better overall. Okay, that seems fine. You say we're heading towards Rebellion here. Again, that's fine, doesn't matter. It actually gives us a chance to get some more experience. We're able to wipe out the Skaven next turn. Though the game does have this tendency of wanting to always declare war on you as soon as you finish one opponent. So I suspect this means the Tomb Kings are going to go to war with me, because they're next here. They're probably going to declare war when I'd really rather go south and help Teclis. Alright. Oh good, Kroq-gar can actually just make it just like that. Fantastic. So first of all, we come over here. And then... because the army's not actually... Oh, there's a second army there, doesn't matter, still weak enough. Alright, so we won't be able to get... I guess here's what we can do. We can grab like these two here. And grab the third one here. Oh man, he is actually not quite able to reach it. Okay, so then our new plan. So we come over here. And then we can put the Skarbrand in the second army. Maybe we should honestly just have them there because it's going to be a weaker army in general. Now we can attack there. Again, decisive victory, no problems. Easy peasy. And let's go ahead and we're going to try to trigger rebellion here, which we'll get next turn, as you can see. Clan Mordkin is dead. Docks suck. They really do suck. They don't give nearly enough, and I wish I could just demolish them and replace them with something else. Also, our medicinal plants are getting us 12 gold each, but we can't trade. We don't have enough of them to trade.
Yes.
The goddess
Okay.
wills it.
Anyway, we control that now, so maybe we just let the Scar veteran chill over here. Maybe we do that. We're gonna trade over the Blessed Saurus Warriors, though. We can recruit into the Skink Javelin and then trade those back and forth, and we'll keep moving. And we're gonna have to go back and deal with this rebellion, obviously. Have a route marcher. Evasion. We won't be able to pick up Comet of Castador and Shade and Lightning. Both are really good. Imminent Rebellion, yeah. You can see we're up to about 4,700 gold right now, so we started with 3,000 obviously, but this will scale up. This will scale up a lot. The Skaven are like, haha, we came back. And now we see if High Queen Khalida just declares war on us because we don't have anyone else to fight except for the rebellion. That is one thing that's annoying about Warhammer 3. Like, the game is just compelled to have someone declare war on you.
A rival power desires a change in you.
No one did. Okay, so Temple of Skulls is doing okay up there. They're getting Skaven, that's fine. So maybe what we do, honestly, I'll take that right there, thank you. Okay, you are just going to go back, help the Temple of Skulls, and we're going to try to send you down this way. I don't know if it'll work well or not. This will allow us to get a Skink Chief, this will give us more money. Public order really a concern right now? Not really. We will want this eventually. I should have just honestly kept the Skink Foraging camp for a little bit longer, but you know what, whatever at this point. We'll want this eventually, so we can just go for it. Live and learn. Should have just kept it as the growth, because we want to hit level 3 more quickly. Control's fine. And if these guys come and siege the city, that should be fine. I want to know who these guys are. They're the guys I'm sending Kroq-gar down to fight anyway, so that actually works out okay. Skaven are not actually going to lay siege. Interesting. Okay, now we're not going to be able to take on that stack with just this, obviously. So we need to recruit. Which we can do right there to build up our troops. And we have nothing else we can even build for a few turns, so that's fine. Recruit ranks for Skinks and Sars, that's fine, but let's finish this one first. We'll deal with the rebellion, and we'll go after the escape to the south with our primary army. The reason we're not in the city, by the way, is because if they decide to siege the city, we'll still be able to keep recruiting like we are right here. Skaven are a dangerous faction, but until they get rolling, they're not nearly as bad. Are you going to come lay siege yet? No. How interesting. But that's a lot of Skaven, but we have some strong stuff as well, so it'll be fine. Let's do a bit of channeling is what I wanted. On one turn we can get a Chief Skink Chief. Tablet of Crafts, that's not too bad, let's do that. I guess, you know, let's get the, I don't know, I guess we'll recruit a decent chunk of Skinks, and the mall starting at +2 rank isn't bad. Okay, we'll grab that first. And ironically, this rebellion over here is actually good for us. It means we're going to get a lot more money and experience from fighting them. I mean, they've got to attack after this, right? I mean, they're at a full stack. What else are they waiting for? And part of the early game is it's basically trusting that your main stack with the best units and stuff can handle enemy armies early on. Yeah, they're laying siege. As expected. We're surrounded, oh no. This makes it very easy because we don't have to beat it with the army, we have to just beat it with the army plus the garrison, so this shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, see, we're fine. And we got 2,000 experience. We don't even, we'll be able to chill up here and heal, so let's just take the money. Now we can garrison this. Oh, you little snot face. New plan, we are bringing our troops down because these guys are snot faces. I don't want them going for the Golden Tower. That's actually a problem. Alright, so we have to upgrade over here. I'm going to upgrade the Cursed Jungle because that allows us to increase this, which if we can find more people, will allow us to get more trade resources and allow us to build the industry building rank 1 there. The same thing could be true of this, but we can't upgrade the port to rank 3. Okay. Still sitting at making about 300 gold. We're upgrading. I had planned to take over Sotek's trail, but maybe I should have gone into ambush mode. I'll see. We can't go chasing the Skaven armies around forever is one of the catches you have to be careful with. They're just going to have a ton of weak armies, and you have to be able to not get distracted by them. So we're going to boost our skinks here. And we do get a skink chief now. Oh, strong. That's not bad. Pretty good. Honestly, we could almost just remove these cohorts if we need to, or transfer them to the other one. They're not adding a ton. The army's already pretty strong with all these Saurus. I'm worried that Gotri the Blade is going to go for the Golden Tower, which actually would not be great. Yeah, he's going for the Golden Tower. Little sneaky rat bastard. Alright, so the Mage Priest by itself isn't going to be great, so then the question is, do we want the Saurus Old Blood or like a Kroq-gar dude? Kind of thinking the Kroq-gar Ancient might be our best bet of defending this temporarily. Now, you know what, we'll stick with the Old Bloods. Tough Old Blood. We don't have any access to any regiments of renown yet. I should have recruited this hero last turn there, is what I should have done. Not a great situation here. I know we're losing money, we'll fix that like next turn. We're having to deal with these Skaven trying to sneak past us like this, and if they attack that settlement, they'll probably honestly win. I should have recruited the Lord last turn just in case he did that. Then I could have actually marched out and had Kroq-gar kill him. So that was a mistake on my part. There you go. I've made several this campaign, obviously. Okay, that is enough to make him run, for now. You can't actually, like, fight him there. I think what we do is we have to come down. You can come down to like here. Oh wait, no. I should have scouted first. I shouldn't have gone that much. Okay, that's actually not good. Well, good odds they will ambush and kill this army. Maybe I just saved the army. I think I just saved the army. Okay, so disband these troops. Pull them out. expand the Lord. Then I can just take this out, slap you in, take this out, slap you in. Okay. That then means we're going to be able to recruit over here some basic units. This is not the way I wanted this to go, but it's the way that it's gone. Okay. So now if they hop up to there, Kroq-gar should be able to chase. To Teotihuacan should be able to hold off for a turn. Now, the goal was there to save the Lord, not to give them something that could just ambush. If they couldn't ambush, then that would have been fine. We could have easily fought them off. But they can kill that Lord. They basically get like their own little lightning strike. This is one of the reasons fighting Skaven sucks, unless you're very careful about what you do. I see they're running. Except that other guy is still going up north. And I guess he could go attack the cursed jungle now.
Malfunction!
The problem is I can't just take forever chasing them down, so... Oh no, Kroq-gar can't actually reach that. Well, that's just... This has become a comedy of errors. Okay. We're going to see if we can lure them into a place where we can attack. And I'm going to keep recruiting some units over here. Just basic skinks is fine. Yeah. This is exactly what you don't want to do with the Skaven hopping everywhere and having to fight them. This is like the exact nightmare situation you don't want to be in. And I haven't gotten an intercept once as part of the other problem. I'm hoping they'll go near the cursed jungle or near Teotihuacan. And then I can attack them. There we go. Okay, finally. Bugger off. Yeah, we're behind on money. We'll heal, so let's grab the money. That's what I've been waiting for right there. Okay, now hopefully we can proceed the way that we were going to. See, Chief, he gets the auxiliary, but it looks like it doesn't actually help. This guy could get it. They're like, everything costs more to recruit, but it starts to recruit 2 levels higher. Okay, I guess. But we gotta get things rolling here first. We want to get this first, because this will allow us to get another skink chief, and allow us to get the industry building there. And he can just chill up here. Hopefully nothing comes that way. That's right, we don't get... I guess we get physical resistance, but we don't get missile resistance at Kroq-gar, I guess. Blade Master's fine, I guess. Make sure we hit. We could probably almost do his spear quest now. Get some troop replenishment, that's why this King Chief is there. Let's grab this. Extra ammunition, missile strength, weapon strength. Tablet of Crafts is another important thing that we'll be looking at. I'll try to see if I can get this first Skaven enemy down at least. But we just lost several turns there, which was not great, due to hopping around, dealing with the Skaven teleporting underway. Jerks. Wisdom of the Old Ones, minus 30% construction cost in exchange for plus 20% 5 construction time. That is, yeah, a lot better. It'll take an extra, like, turn to build for much cheaper. Man, I got another hibernation attendant. Nice to have, though. Okay, so... the problem is neither of these armies can reach that, right? So at this point, we just have to go. We just go. We get a little bit more money there, hooray. We hit level 10. We got a regiment of renown. Let's try to get some oomph here. Let's grab some Saurus warriors. We can get a chance, okay. Blessing of Chotek. 10% hit points, that's very good. And a tiny bit of income from faction buildings and build things faster when you're there. That's not bad. 10 armor ain't great. I don't know how much we're going to use Saurus infantry long term. 10% speed and 5% spell resistance. Kinda Ambush chance we're already good there. I like the casualty replenishment rate plus 6% and control plus 5, but there's no battle bonuses. I think I'm going to go with this. 10 extra hit points is good. Neutralize chaos plus 8 attack. That's pretty good. Immune to contact effects. That only applies to Kroq-gar, but still that's not bad. Plus it gives bonuses versus Skaven, which I'm guessing we'll probably eventually fight more of. Okay. So we're recruiting over here. If they come in siege, we'll come back and deal with it. If they don't come back in siege, we just keep pushing forward and wipe this out. And we can recruit that regiment of renown for a little bit more oomph when needed. Stupid Skaven, stupid underways. Stupid lots of weak armies that love to spam around. Hold still, you twitchy rodents. Oh, I should have seen that coming. I don't think he can actually attack that, though. And he's probably having to rebuild his army.
No, blame you.
Which means I could bring Kroq-gar back to deal with this. It's not really what I want to do, but I think it's what I need to do. Oh, we can't afford that, so we grab one of these. Sure, that's fine. Not too important. And the problem is, like, you can beat either of these armies, any of these armies, effortlessly with Kroq-gar. The problem is penning them down, luring them to spots. This is why you need multiple armies. This is why I'm generally going for even that second smaller army if it has some oomph to it. I was trying to end this video once we conquered the thing down there, except I haven't been able to get there, and this army looks like it wants to lead me on a chase all the way up the freaking coast. Trade agreement, sure. Okay. So if I do this, he's just gonna keep running after me. If I come up to here,
Think me full.
it looks like I can reinforce. I mean, we see that yellow arrow, right? So I think if he attacks the city, I'll be able to reinforce. So I think I just keep going down this way. We need a way to get some more money. Leafcutter's tribe, I don't actually like you.
Asap's
Me.
As soon as we win the next battle, we should be fine. Chain Lightning fully upgraded. Alright, take the bait, Metastone. Come attack the cursed jungle, please. Later game, this becomes less of an issue because you can dispatch like 2 armies to hunt down these, you know, Skaven hopping around while a third one just takes their settlements. Early game, when you only have 1.5 armies, it's a lot rougher. And using ambush stance tends to be the key. Well, that was rude. He spotted Kroq-gar. Keep in mind, 100% ambush chance does not mean you're guaranteed to land an ambush. It just means that should they not spot you, you're more likely. So he's probably, if he attacks Serpent Coast, though, maybe he won't be able to do as much.
No.
This is not a fight I'm confident in winning, though. I mean, shouldn't be that bad, but I think we have to destroy this other army to the north first. Annoying as this may be. This will give us a little bit more funds. Let's get the other stuff here done. Alright, we are having to deal with... Yeah, they don't care about defending their own territory. And this is what some people express frustration with, is that rather than acting like defensively and trying to protect itself, like they'll send both their armies on suicide missions. I mean, I guess you could argue in this case it's done well distracting me from being able to go after them. He'll attack, yeah. If that force march is enough to him to take, it might be enough to take him away from me, because the sacking or establishing an undercity, I bet he's still able to get away from me here. Oh no, yes. Yeah, so here's able to attack. That is kind of the bullshit, when they're able to attack, sack it, and then force march away.
Not enough watchdogs.
At this point, I'm just trying to lure the rat bastards in. And that is becoming a significant army over there. This is not going how I was hoping it would. That is for sure.
Think me fool?
Like, if he hadn't spotted Kroq-gar back there and he had come in to attack, I would already be back on the way down south. It's coming down to some luck here on whether they spot the ambushes, because otherwise they'll just run away forever. And maybe I should have had, in Kroq-gar's army, I should have had less SARs and more skinks, so it would be cheaper. Maybe I should disband some of his skinks, because they're not really needed. I don't know if he saw me or what there. Did he see me? An ancient ore. +1 Skaven corruptional provinces. I'm not really concerned about that. That's not a big thing. No, he didn't spot me. He just decided to go up there.
Foolish thing. No.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna do that. This doesn't save that much money. I don't need those. I don't need the Stegodon. I'll keep the Spear Riders for right now. I'm not convinced that they're worth it either. But I need to free up money. And we need to get... That'll give us more money right there. Yeah, I'm supposed to be fighting the guys that I'm at war with to the south, and we're at the northern edge of my borders because the Skaven just keep running away. And this is early enough game where I don't have... This is why I probably should have just had multiple skink armies. I have no idea. Where did he even just go? +1 chaos corruption isn't a big deal. Oh! Wait, he leaped into my ambush zone, but didn't trigger the ambush. Okay. Sure. Now, recovery's not a problem now. Money is. Oh, we got some regiments of renown, I guess. Or, sorry, blessed spawnings. Okay. Let's try this one more time here. I feel like I should get this rolling. I can repair that, I guess. So I can't actually recruit there. Okay. Fine, whatever. Now, Kroq-gar has a ton of replenishment. His army will heal super rapidly, which means we can, as long as we get like medium casualties or less, we can probably just auto-resolve everything as long as we have time to heal. Please don't let the Skaven chasing army happen for a third time here, though this has set us so far back. And if it wasn't Skaven, if it was any other race, this wouldn't be a problem, or pretty much any other race, because they couldn't go through that jungle easily. He's not quite able to reach that. So let's come over to here. And let's get a few more troops. Sequence of the Artisan. Please don't have the Skaven hop up to the north there again, please. Okay, it looks like they didn't, I think. And in part that might be because they feel like they can withstand this assault, which they are technically correct about. Or, yeah, I guess I could get a Pyrrhic victory anyway. I mean, I guess there's a lot of Skaven slaves there, and I do have SARS. So I guess they didn't feel threatened, so they didn't move, but of course the reason they are in trouble is Kroq-gar's army is here. A talisman of protection, nice, nice. Alright. We're gonna need to get rolling here. Yeah, Kroq-gar's at 28% replenishment already. Got a nice chunk of money from that. Since we got money, we want to be able to upgrade the things that actually give us more money first. Medicinal plants we don't actually have enough of, so I'm going to focus and prioritize other things. I think I'm going to grab the Destroy the Skaven. Immune to contact effects isn't bad. Yeah, and we're obviously fighting them here, and we'll be fighting them more up to the north. Is there any diplomacy of interest? Talakwa, do you just not like us? I guess not. I'm sure you want Peace Clan Orbitus, I'm sure. What we don't want to happen, or what might happen, is that Teclis is fighting them to the south, and Teclis takes over like Caverns of Sotek, because we got delayed up to the north. So yeah, I think that given we had to deal with Skaven, I made Kroq-gar's army too expensive, which means I didn't have a second army of like skinks, which means I couldn't handle chasing the Skaven down. So, harsh lesson learned. Well, at least it was learned. I'm sure you would like a peace treaty. I actually do want the win. I have magic here, so I don't want to give that up. Making sure we can make this. He's just kind of chilling up here for a moment. Let's get a skirmisher bonus. Guess we can move along. Okay, so we want to keep building up our economy and settlement levels. Okay, things are back on track. Little frustrating there. We did it. Yeah, so either more skinks or just less units. Either would have sufficed. And see, now this guy might have a few extra units, and he's going to like jump up to the north. That's why we have Lord 2 up there who's able to deal with that. Okay, so we take the Temple of Avenue of Gold. Impact victory, medium casualties, whatever. Don't care. We can take that for right now. Okay, so he is going to probably flee back up here. He could even go up to there, so let's go protect Sotek's trail. Then... well, that's actually pretty good, isn't it? Just 8 melee attack. I don't know if that was there before. Comet of Cassandora. 39 healing there, yeah. Like we can just keep pushing on, no problems. You see we're up to like 1,600 gold, so once we deal with this, I'm going to be recruiting more. And then that doesn't actually help us to increase right now. How much more money do we need for that? 4,000. That's more expensive than I was hoping for. Okay. I should probably do that Revered Spear of Talaxna quest very soon now, though. Just been trying to level up the troops a tiny bit more. That's a spot you can jump to?
Lord Mazdamundi communes, my lord. Yet his words are greatly weakened at this distance. The geomantic web, the fundamental power network of your cold-blooded kind, must be accessed directly if his message is to be determined. See that it is done.
Yeah, like, we can't go there.
Think me fool!
So that's interesting. Either way, this is where we can't, this is where why we need the extra army. We just have to keep pushing forward, take Sotek, and force them to come to battle. Temple of Skulls. I suppose that's enough growth. We might actually want to consider that. It's bonus growth and bonus replenishment. So he'll probably teleport near the Temple of Gold or something. Kroq-gar kills the cabins of Sotek. Teclis should be able to handle things from down there, or then we can go north and west. And then when, if Kairos declares war, we'll deal with him then. Okay, so he goes over there, that's fine. $1,300 gold seems decent. That allows us to recruit a skink chief, but we don't have the capacity for it for one more turn. So, probably going to dismantle that, because until it gets to a higher level we don't care. I do want to get this going, though. We can repair that, I suppose. And we can do that. The Kroq-gar's forces will be healed up. We will deal with Metastone next turn. We have not met the demons down there, which is good. So now we just deal with Metastone's last armies here, whatever he decides to do, and we then move out. That's the plan. Temple of Adam of Gold, I will want to build this gold smelter pretty quickly. But I can wait a few turns, because the actual growth is helping to get things leveled up. Grimlock's in a few levels. And we don't even have any skinks here, and we have one Cold Spear Riders. Arcane Conduit, though, that's a big one. Sequence of Exploitation seems good. What is the Tablet of Monuments again? Growth. Oh, we could use that. Construction cost -5 for all buildings. We could use that, so we'll need to build the monument at some point. We still have a lot of corruption here, but Kroq-gar can clean that up on his way out. Oh, whatever. Ideally, we would have hit this point, like, 5 turns earlier or whatever, instead of having to chase over those Skaven armies twice. Again, Kroq-gar's army, he had strong enough units, I should have left it under 20, and had that second army. Even just skinks would have been good. Trade agreement. Yeah, you're friends. That's the end of these Skaven. Okay, Clan Morbidus is destroyed. And you can see we're up to making about 8,000 gold per turn so far. And that should keep going up. So, we'll review that next time. So we kind of have the southern border secured here. We'll have to deal with Kairos eventually. But Talaxta is at war with Tic-Tac-Toe. Tic-Tac-Toe just doesn't like us, so we might just go after Tic-Tac-Toe, honestly. I don't even know if he gives global benefits or anything, but lizardmen are notoriously hard to confederate. He's not going to like us. We probably just take over his shit. And then we maybe go north. We might have to deal with Libaris eventually. I don't know. I've not played this campaign, obviously, in Immortal Empires, but this seems like a good stopping point. We control 3 full provinces, we're making 8,000 gold roughly, and we're continuing to build the economy we'll pick up next time.